Oh, hey, what's up, man? Happy New Year. Aren't you supposed to be working? Oh, I'm already throwing. I'm already losing. Perfect. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll be there tomorrow. Is the audio okay? I'm doing something different, so I wasn't sure if it would be fine. I bet you're hearing the sweet melodic sounds of my dehumidifier. I hope it's not like double echoing like my audio. Because I'm using Streamlabs and the setup is weird. Yeah, for the double time, yeah. Oh, I'll take it. We don't have to travel, but we can. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, the audio, not the audio, the Wi-Fi at work is terrible. Okay, hold on, I need to get my bearings. Oh, hey, Gojo! If I'm, like, bouncing in and out of each chat, we're streaming on all platforms today. I wanted to try it out, so that's why the audio might be a little different than usual. Yeah, I'm live on 3 apps right now. We got the red app, the purple app, and the TikTok going right now. So it just took a hot minute for TikTok to get going. Oof. Hell yeah, I'm glad you got the notification. Yeah, I feel like I've been neglecting them too much, the other ones. Yeah. So I figured might as well use the subscription that I'm paying for to stream all 3 at once. Because the Red app has actually been doing pretty decent as far as engagement goes, so that's pretty cool. I have some good shorts up on the Red app if anyone's interested, but they're pretty much the same as the TikTok ones. So try to at least be fair and make them all as similar as possible. Tonight I am going to a friend's house. I guess we're playing board games and having a Chinese food buffet. Which sounds pretty cool to me. I haven't had Chinese food in a hot minute. Oh, perfect. We need the Pichu. Oh, and I don't know how many people are here right now, I actually can't see. But, so none of y'all panic. The week of the 17th, I will not be here. I might do some, like, live streaming, like, of the events that I'm doing, but I will be in New Mexico. So I will be visiting family and probably won't be here to stream for the most part. I might take some videos, though, because we're probably going to go to Meow Wolf. Oh yeah, that's right, you did tell me about the Scorpion Bowls. That'll be good. Oh, thanks, Gojo. Yeah, if you guys have never been to Meow Wolf, if you have the spare money, it's definitely worth the day trip to it. It's a lot of fun. At least the one in Santa Fe is. Yeah, Meow Wolf's great. And it's a bunch of like artists that get commissioned to like make rooms, and a lot of it's interactive. So, yeah. Right near the old Mexico, there's a new Mexico. You've been to every Meow Wolf? That's really cool. The naughty chicken does look funny. Oh, there's one in Houston. I knew there was one in Vegas and obviously the one in New Mexico, but I didn't know there was one in Houston. That's really cool. And there's one in... is it Michigan? Yeah, the patch notes weren't very detailed. Oh, did I mistype it? Or was it just like a slip of the I? I hope I didn't mistype it. We are going for Latios or Latias. They're some of the last two that we need. And we need those two and Vile Plume, of all things. Thank you for the naughty chicken, Gojo. Ooh, okay. I didn't know that was the newest one. That's pretty cool. I'm like surprised there's not one closer to me, like in Boston or like New York or something, but at the same time not, because like there's not a lot of room in either of those places for another art installation. But oh, thanks for the rose. But it'd be cool. Oh yeah, go ahead, switch over to TikTok if you want. Ooh, that would have been a good back hit. Dang it. Come on, you silly goose. Perfect. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, I think Meow Wolf's a lot of fun. I'm glad that they're opening more of them. It's like a great way for like nearby artists to get seen, and then also people to interact with art. Yeah, if anyone should play pinball. If you feel like you want to play pinball, give it a go. Don't be intimidated. Like, it is a little hard at first, but once you get used to how things run, it's so easy to play pinball, and it's more fun. So there are boss fights, yeah, pretty much. Also, Dunks gave me a large coffee on accident, so that's how we know we're having a good day. In New England, in New Englander language. Oh, thanks, Gojo. I might be. I might be on an emulator, but I have it on my Wii U. But dude, I try to be supportive. I try to be a girl's girl. I try to be supportive in every way I can. Yeah, allegedly. It's allegedly could be emulated, or allegedly you could emulate it yourself. No, I'm down for anyone playing pinball. People like message me like, "Oh, how do you do this and this?" And then I try to like give them the best answer I could. I'm just not good at articulating, which is something I've worked on. But it's on the Wii. I thought it was the Wii U. Could be the Wii. Oh, thanks, man. Oh yeah, it is a great game. I think more people should give it a shot, especially if they want something different from Pokemon, just like a change of pace. Superplexus actually has a good video on how to do it on the phone. I didn't know he put it up until like this morning, so definitely look into his page. He's also really good at pinball. So, definitely recommend him as well. I think he has it pinned to his page on TikTok. I know I have a fan-made ROM that turns the Gen 1 pinball into Gen 1 and 2. I just have to tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit easier to play, because I think with the increased frame rate, it makes the ball go too fast. So I have to mess around with that a little bit, and then we could play that too. But I figured might as well try for the Latios and Latias, and potentially Vileplume if we get Oddish to show up. But Oddish might be on the Ruby board, right around Sapphire. Oh yeah, TikTok shows me all pinball too. Not all pinball, but a majority pinball when I'm scrolling. Heck yeah, man. Pokemon pinball. Oh, I fumbled. I'm not locked in. That's the problem. Also, how we doing on audio? Audio good? Can we hear the game and me? Game too loud? Me too loud? It's usually me too loud. I'm not gonna lie. I was raised by a guy who was in the Navy. Allegedly it could be. But I have it on my Wii U. Yeah, I didn't get to play this one until they ported it to the Wii U. I was really big on the Gen 1 pinball. Audio perfect? Okay, perfect. It's my first time using Streamlabs on like all of the streaming platforms at once, so. But I had the day off and I figured why not stream some pinball for everybody, for anyone else who could potentially, that was on me, I fumbled, potentially has the day off. I did the same thing for Christmas Eve, but we were doing a charity stream for Christmas Eve, so. Ah, just missed him. Also, if none of you are in the Discord, I made like, I keep making jokes that I'm gonna ask Dunks for a sponsorship just because of how often I talk about Dunks and like as a New Englander and like it'd be hilarious. So I actually emailed them a couple days ago as like a joke. So we'll see where that goes, but I think it would be hilarious. I was like, even if you like give me something to wear on the stream, I'd do it. It'd be hilarious. It'd be so funny. At least to me. And this is my stream, so. Ooh, raspberry cheesecake lint. That does sound pretty good. Ooh, I want that timer bonus. I think I waited too long, though. No, I waited too long. Dang it. No, not every hit has a chance to catch. The boss battles for the legendary, like Kyogre and Groudon and Rayquaza, you have to beat their boss battle twice. And then at the end of the second one, if you complete it, you get to catch them. Also, apologies if I miss anyone's messages. I am getting used to... oh, hey, Vice. No, you can catch them as many times as you get the bonuses done, essentially. Twice. I'm pretty sure. I think we've caught Kyogre a couple times. But... what was I saying? I don't remember. I got distracted. It's the ADHD. I haven't had a chance to go get my meds. So we're kind of flying solo. Oh yeah, sorry. No, it was because I'm trying to keep track of like all the chats at once. So if I miss your message, it's not intentional. Thank you, Gojo. Um, it's my first time, I think, doing a busier stream with Streamlabs. So I'm getting used to it. I'm getting adjusted. Oh, that's cool, yeah. I was kind of hoping to get the Dust Skull bonus out of the way. Oh, thank you guys. Ooh, also for any regulars, I did get more pieces yesterday to make the winter pumpkin mask. So that is going to be in process, but I'm trying to find more blue pieces. And I've only been finding like white and red. And I don't want to do white, red, and blue for obvious reasons. So because then it's not winter at that point. It's more like 4th of July. But I found like everything around me, like winter Christmas wise, is on sale right now. So I just picked up a bunch of like craft supplies from that. So hopefully we'll have the new pumpkin mask soon. But cutting and carving into those craft pumpkins is so much harder than people like lead it on to be in like videos and stuff. And I forgot because I made the original pumpkin mask like years ago. I could do red, green, white, but we're already past Christmas. So I don't know if that's too like Christmas centric, you know? I figured white and blue, maybe like some purple would give off like the winter feel. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you, Steven. Okay, Igglybuff, let's go. What is your problem? There we go. Green, blue, and purple? Yeah, that could work too. Yeah, I'll just load it up with fireworks. It might be therapeutic to load it up with fireworks. Yeah, I put a lot of hours into it since I started streaming it, so I feel you. But the hours I put into the original when I was a kid, oof. I think I put more hours into the original Pokemon Pinball as a kid than I did to any of my Pokemon games, if I'm being honest. Come on. Come on, you silly gooses. Yeah, that's fair. I might not make it either. For the ball drop, I am also kind of tired. Oh yeah, road trip. Yeah. Or like a relative's house that I don't know very well and they're not talking to me. I'm like, alright, I'll play pinball then. You could emulate it, allegedly. I was saying earlier, oh, it's Brigatito Community Day this Saturday. Like I was saying earlier, Superplexus has a good video on how to, on his page. And he's also a very good pinball streamer. He just doesn't stream pinball all the time. And neither do I. So. Washington to Ohio? Oh my goodness. So I think in order to even get a chance at Latios and Latias, we have to have all 3 of the arrows lit up for get and then hit the catch. But I think... No, it doesn't get better as the more Pokemon we catch. That's not true. I don't know. I'm tired. I also almost lost the ball there. I would have fumbled, and that's on me. Am I on your FYP again? That's pretty cool. I've been on a pretty decent road trip. I helped my family move from up here in the Northeast to New Mexico, and that took 3 days. It actually wasn't too bad. Oh yeah, Happy New Year, Hadrian! But yeah, if you get sick on car rides or like you just can't handle like car rides in general, road trips aren't fun. Thanks, man. I'm trying to get the Latios and the Latias today, but we'll see. But Happy New Year. I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, I think it's about time. No, we haven't had either of them yet. That's why I'm like, we're probably not gonna get them. I haven't even seen either of them pop up yet. And we've been at Mount Moon and everything, which I know has nothing to do with it, but it makes me feel like it should be more possible. Hey, Sans. This is Pokemon Pinball. Thanks, man. Yeah, we've actually had a lot of growth this year already, and we only started in September, and like the middle of September. So I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, I see. It's not on Steam, no. It used to be... The physical copy was on the Game Boy Advance, I believe, and then it used to be on the Wii U or the Wii. I had a bit on the Wii U, but they closed the Wii U shop, so now the only way to get it, I think, is to buy the physical copy or to emulate it, allegedly. There's a Pokemon Pinball Discord server? That's news to me. Wait, Happy New Year's Eve, Sans. I hope everyone has a good time tonight. Safely. Oh my god, why is this little guy messing with me? Perfect, okay. There's a subreddit? They might, I'm not sure. I don't think I've had to replace any of my batteries yet on my Game Boy Color games, so I'm not positive. I also haven't tried them in a while. Oops, my bad. I also can't see like how many people are in the live right now, so hopefully if there's a bunch of you, you're having a good time. Everyone's been super nice for the most part, so I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, 124? Wow. Well, hello everyone. Yeah, I think replacing the battery isn't too bad. I've seen like videos on how to do it, and like maybe it's the soldering is the hardest part if you have to end up soldering it for whatever reason. Wow. Well, hello everyone. My name's Gord, if you're new here. I'm your resident disappointment. Sometimes I play pinball, but I never claim to be good at it. But we were trying to catch the Lati twins today. Oh geez, thanks, Dan. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I know there's like people that you can send them into that will do it for you. I just don't know how expensive that is. Ooh, Pokemon Red is pretty solid, not gonna lie. Oh, I thought it was just like a watch battery. Or is a Game Boy Advance one's different than the Game Boy Color ones? This is Pokemon Pinball. I want these time clock bonuses, whatever you want to call them. Oh, okay, we're gonna get it anyway, even without Zigzagoon. For when we get to, if we get to, Rayquaza. Ray. See, we already have everybody, but I don't see the point of not getting Alakazam again. If I don't fumble, which it's looking like I'm gonna fumble. It's just a really rare drop. I think it's like a 1% drop. Like when the Pichu we caught the other day was only 2%. And it was the first time I'd ever seen Pichu. Like out of all the times we've played pinball. So, it's really just a matter of luck at this point. Yeah, Totodile. On the Sapphire board, which is our highest score, it is, I think, 1.8 billion, which isn't that high, because I think there's somebody who streams that's at like 200 billion. So... But that's like quite the feat. That's like saving and going back for forever. Like, there's no way you could get that high in a day, I don't think. Is it? The 1.8 or like the 200? Because there are people who definitely have a better score than me. Like, oh shoot, I should have used it to get to Kyogre. Superplexus definitely. And then, I think Vice, if he's still in here, probably has a higher score than I do as well. I don't even know how I would submit that. Be like, yeah, I got here. I'd probably have to have like video proof or something. Oops, I think we needed one more spin around for it to be even close to giving the Latios and Latias a chance. It's hard, man. 2 mil's good though. Yeah, but I don't know if I still have it recorded, is the thing. Because I think TikTok only saves up to like a month. Yeah, play pinball. Everyone play pinball. Have a good time. Live the dream. I'm a pinball influencer now. I'm fully embracing it. Because every time it's like, I want to play it. If someone says they want to play it, I'm like, yeah, play it. I'm an enabler. For pinball, anyway. Let's go, Bob. It's you and me, Bob. I want them to put it on the Switch. It would make my life so much easier. Yeah, my Game Boy got to the point, or even like my DS got to the point where it had to be plugged in for a hot minute. Yeah, I still have the Game Boy Color one that has the rumble ability, but I never had the physical copy of this one, unfortunately. I just had the digital copy on the Wii U. And you can take my Wii U from my cold hands. I can't say the rest of it because TikTok, but you know what I mean. People are too harsh on the Wii U. I liked my Wii U. You can argue with the wall. It was like the first system I bought by myself, and I loved it because I was never allowed to use the TV, so I could just play on my gamepad. And mine's the special Zelda one. Oh yeah, I don't know how to do that. Maybe that's also like a soldering thing too. People who know how to do that stuff have my respect. Soldering seems like a lot of delicate work. I do not have the delicate hand work to do. You lost it in an airplane? That's so sad. You've never seen Kyogre? Ugh. He always freezes the ball in like the worst spot. Okay. Yeah, the LED like screen upgrades for the GBA are so cool. I've seen a couple of videos of people doing it. And then like the battery upgrade. Dang it. Yeah, I was actually just doing some cleaning and I found a Squash's copy of Red Mystery Dungeon for the Game Boy Advance. I get that a lot. I get that a lot that I sound like Jaden. And I'm not mad about it because I like Jaden's videos. So thank you. Maybe we can meet one day and do like a weird twinning voice thing. That'd be kind of funny. I think that's like the 8th time at least that someone said I sound like Jaden, and I'm not mad about it. But I think it'd be cool to like meet her or something. Bob, why are you being so feisty today? Usually we're pretty tight. Oh, that was on me. I have it on the Wii U, but allegedly you could emulate it. Alright, Bob down. Now we're on to Ray Ray. Ooh! Yeah, this is just Pokemon Pinball. This is, I almost said Scarlet and Violet. This is the Ruby and Sapphire version. Yeah, Bob the Kyogre. We got Bob is Kyogre, then Larry's Groudon. And they have an enemies to lovers office romance according to our chat lore. And then Ray Ray is like the office manager that's just tired of both of them, if I'm being honest. Oh, no, I wanted the ball saver. I fumbled. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad that I sound like Jaden. I'm not as talented, though. Oh, thanks, Gojo. I wish I could animate well. I've tried doing animation. I just don't have the time to do it, or the time to like learn it better right now, because capitalism. But, yeah, Ray is their tired handler, yeah. And then Kecleon and the Kecleon bonus is just their overworked intern. Hey, what's up? I've only been streaming for a half an hour, and my dog thinks he's being neglected. Yeah, their secretary. Ooh, eating lunch at work. Sometimes a good work lunch makes the whole day better, you know? I keep buying like tuna sandwiches, much to my coworker's dismay. Just because she doesn't like tuna. I think it's great. They're like $3. Yeah, the confused rival, yeah. I don't think Deoxys is in this one, surprisingly. That'd be cool, though. Oh, shoot. They just have, like, their own silhouette in the catch screen like the other ones. Best Pokemon spin-off? I feel, like, obligated to say Pinball, but I thought Legends was very good. I haven't played Pal World, no. I thought about it. I try to bring chill vibes. I hope that's the vibe I'm bringing. I like goofy chill vibes. I try not to be like too over the top. Deoxys is really cool, yeah. I think he'd make a really cool boss fight for this game if they ever did like a remaster, but the company is out of business, unfortunately. I never got to play Mystery Dungeon. It was part of my Pokemon Dark Ages where I didn't have any Pokemon games. Okay, have fun with levitate. I know you won't, but at least I could be supportive. I'm sorry. I'm also easily influenced when people talk about food, and then I'm like, man, I want that. Case in point, the Taco Bell chicken nuggets we were talking about a couple days ago. Ooh! No, I haven't had a chance to play them yet. I'm sorry. To be fair, it's lunchtime here too. So once I'm done streaming, I'll probably get something for lunch. We don't need to evolve anybody, but it does fill up the decks pretty— not the decks, but the Pokeballs at the bottom pretty quick. Oh, alright. What is Explorers of Sky? What is that? For the longest time, anything that wasn't hand-me-downs, I just didn't get it. So, hey, Uncrustables are pretty good. Is that another mystery dungeon game, or is it— oh, okay, it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, I mean, Taco Bell's just Taco Bell. But also the amount of protein in those nuggets, according to the macros, I don't know if they're true or not. It's probably why. I also didn't love the sauce I got for them. It was like the creamy chipotle sauce. Kind of wish it had like a little bit more of an undertaste to them. Yeah, I want to do a mystery dungeon. But like my fear is that people think— like I don't want people to think I'm copying their streams, and when I'm really just trying to play games I haven't played before. Yeah, I think when you order Taco Bell, you kind of just have to know what you're getting into. Also, don't have high hopes for Rayquaza. It's rhythm-based, and I get told all the time I have no rhythm, so that's why I wanted the extra time bonus for him. Yeah, someone forgot to put in their time punches, so now Ray Ray's real big mad. Who's committing time theft? Not on Ray Ray's watch. Listen, you're asking a lot of me to get rhythm. Actually, that's not true. If I wasn't like perpetually anxious with Ray Ray, I would probably be able to get the timing down, because I'm really good at like timing arcade games, but Ray Ray, be sassy on your own time. I'm not the one that forgot his time punch, alright? I'm not the one that's stealing office supplies, okay? Maybe get better office supplies. Or better yet, pay people enough to afford office supplies. Oof, I just barely missed that one. Yeah, Ray Ray brought in like a bunch of people on the birthday stream, true. I think for that whole stream our peak was like 1,200 people, which is crazy for me to think about. That's like a whole local theater full of people watching me play Pokemon Pinball. Pokemon Unite? No, actually, I haven't. Also, I don't know what they expected of me putting that ball right down the gutter. Oop! First try for first stage of Ray Ray. Then we have to do it one more time to catch him, but we've caught him before, so no pressure. I didn't get to play Pokemon Ranger either, actually. Thank you guys for your moral support. Yeah, it looked like a cool game. I remember seeing the ads for it as a kid and being like bummed I didn't have anything to play it on. So let's see. Let's do catch 'em, right? Maybe. I haven't tried it yet. I thought about trying Pokemon Unite. I don't even know if I have anything good for lunch. I do have them, yes. I have not played those yet, though. But I will... If I can find a way to stream my DS to my computer for you guys, we can do that. Yeah, someone else said that too, and I was like worried I mistyped it. But I don't think I did because there's no autocorrect as far as I know. If it does say that, that was definitely autocorrect. No, I haven't played Mystery Dungeons yet. It's because I've been possessed by the pinball. I know I could allegedly do that, but if I already have them, they're literally still in the plastic. Like I haven't opened them yet. Because I got them both for Christmas one year. Okay, okay, cool. I don't want to send out the wrong message by the title. Oh! Perfect. Alright, I'll take the ball saver. I want a Pichu, but beggars can't be choosers. Goodness gracious. Can I get the ball back, please? Thank you. How's everyone doing? I still don't know how many people in here, but how's everyone doing? I hope you're having a good pre-holiday, safely. That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, good. Oh, shoot. I did not bounce that on time. That's my bad. I didn't tilt it on time. We'll be alright. Yeah, it's hard to, like, get used to the controls, but once you get used to it, it's not bad. Unless we're still talking about one of the Ranger games, and then I don't know anything about that. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and then also be, like, okay, locked in at the same time. That's okay, I've done that too, where I go to, like, click the screen to like it, and I accidentally tag someone, and I'm like, oh, my bad, man. This is Pokemon Pinball. Yeah, it is kind of the nemesis. Sometimes you can save the ball with it, but it's more of a hindrance than it ever has helped me. Ooh, udon? I haven't had udon in a hot minute. I love food. No, okay. That's fine. Safe. One would argue if I was better I could have saved it, but we have the ball saver, so keep your arguments to yourself for now. If we get 15 more coins, I'll try to get into the shop so we can get the extra ball. Who we got? I love Altaria. Let's go. Oh, I did not do that well. Okay. Yeah, essentially, because Nintendo doesn't want our money. At least that's how they come off when they're like, hey, we have some games you can only get digitally, but we're gonna close the digital store. You're welcome. Nintendo's never gonna invite me anywhere. They're like, is this you? On recording? Talking garbage? And I'll be like, no. No. It'd be really cool to see like the actual Nintendo museum though. Like I want that Nintendo 64 controller pillow. Like I'll buy extra luggage just to get that home. Yeah, my evil twin named Pumpkin. I wouldn't say that. I would never say anything truthful that might be negative. Yeah, like it just seems so so much fun. I don't even have a passport and money, so getting to Japan would be impossible for me right now. But if Nintendo's in here, which I know they're not, but if they were, and they would like to send me out there, yeah, Japan looks really cool to go visit. It'd probably be one of my first countries if I were to buy a passport and had money to travel that I would go see. They do. They do hate them. Oh, you're going back in May? That's so cool. Yeah, probably. They'd be like, psych, we got you. Do we want Evo again? Might as well. Latios and Latias, Aerodactyl, and Vileplume of all things. Oh yeah, thank you for stopping in, man. So we don't have a whole lot of Pokemon left. But we have all the ones that are really hard to find, unfortunately. No, we have him already. Oh, come on. Yeah, we have Rayquaza. He's just... his boss fight is so hard. So it's always like kind of exciting when we get to that point where we can catch him again. I think it wouldn't be as hard if it was only like one tornado on the board. Oh my god. But... are you spitting in my soup right now? Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Is it up and over, or is it on the ramp? It's on the ramp. Why wouldn't it be on the ramp? Why wouldn't it be? When we don't have the ball saver anymore. Perfect, okay. At least it's not in between the Shroomish, that's like the worst one. Oh, of course we don't have Zigzagoon. Can we get to Bob, please? No? We're getting the useless ball upgrade? Okay. Travel just means we change the biome in the middle, which affects which Pokemon we can catch. But I don't think it has anything to do with the chance of Latios or Latias showing up. So... Oh, hey! No, they don't have a boss fight. They're a normal catch like the other Pokemon. They just are like a 1% chance of showing up. The things we do for Oddish, I'm not sure. Oddish is usually a hatch, and I don't remember if he's exclusive to Ruby or not. So... Ah, shoot. That was on me. I fumbled. Sometimes, like, the science, like, the velocity of the ball is deceiving, too. Like, I thought I could gently catch that one when it bounced out of the flipper. And it said nay. Or that. Yeah. Definitely like elementary school vibes. Yeah, it was hard. Like trying to figure it out as a kid, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Bob. Yeah, but you can't forget the tilt. The tilt is super helpful. Well, thank you guys for like the shares and the follows and everything today too. Just kind of hard to keep up with the chats I got going. Ah, shoot. I thought I could thread the needle on that one. Ah, dang it. That's alright. Yeah, I've caught Kyogre a bunch of times. We actually just caught him like maybe 15 minutes ago? Ish? Oh. Oh, shoot. I don't know, because a third-party company made this game, so I don't know if they made their own sprites and then maybe like Nintendo used the sprites that they already made, or if they imported some from Nintendo. I don't know. It'd be cool to like talk to one of the developers though to find out. But a lot of the portraits and stuff and the animations I feel like are unique to this game. So I'm wondering if they did make their own. They made their own? Cool. Thank you for that. I did watch the Did You Know Gaming video, but I don't retain information all the time, so my bad. was gonna say, can you stop being a silly goose and just get in there, please? Hey, Thomas. Hey, what's up? Thomas, you want to go to Meow Wolf again? Bird. Nice. Come on, you silly goose. Woo! That was close. Alright, let's get that going. You know what? Have a little Igglybuff moment. Just a cute little Igglybuff moment. Electric Playhouse? Okay. We can check that out too. Yeah, it's really the button for mining is like the hardest part for me, if I'm being honest. Ooh, we were close on that one. That would have been smooth. Light interactive games? Ooh, okay. We have Latios and Latias, Vileplume, Aerodactyl, and if we, by very slim chance, have the ability to get the Johto starters, then them, but they're not on, like, the actual Pokédex. So... Yay, another useless ball upgrade. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, sorry. We're not 1.8, we're 1.7. 735. I was close for our high score. I'm gonna stick with Sapphire because I'm better at the Sapphire board, admittedly. And I feel like that would give us the best chance. So... Oh my god. We're throwing. Okay. Yeah, Gen 3 is pretty solid. I'm still biased towards Gen 2, but I have a lot of Pokemon I like in Gen 3. They're a ball, they're not a ball, but a point multiplier. So like, say you're in the boss, and you like beat one of the boss battles, and you had like the Great Ball, like the Great Ball for example is a ×2 multiplier. So. But I don't really care for points, so I don't care about the ball multipliers, if I'm being honest. I mean, if we get a good high score again, though, I'm not gonna be mad. We still doing good audio-wise? My dehumidifier decided to say hello. I don't honestly. I could not tell you what the P does. I just know if you hit it and it knocks, not knocks, but turns Pelipper around, and it's like rainbow, then you can get to the Spiel bonus. Oh geez, hold on. Hold on. One moment. I like mistyped something. And now my thing is huge. My bad. Don't hit buttons, I guess. That's... I don't think that's ever happened, actually. In the middle of me streaming. On my own, yeah. But... allegedly... allegedly, Visual Boy Advance is good. Does it take you to different biomes? I thought that was just traveling that takes you to different biomes. Oh good, a bonus multiplier we don't need. Yay! Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, now we hit the mine-in button. Yeah, where was Anarthan when we needed him the other night? Like 6 catches ago. Okay, Sens. Actually, no, it took way more than 6 catches to get Anarth to show up, I'm not gonna lie. He's cute though, not gonna lie. Drop an F in the chat for every time I say I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I had to take a polygraph test yesterday. I somehow stumped the polygraph test, even though I wasn't lying. So that was interesting, but I think it's because I was dissociating. Because I had to sit still. And with the ADHD, I was like, I can't do that. But it was a cool experience. Ooh, okay, perfect. I'm not going to complain about 30 coins. That's actually helpful. For in case we get to the point where we need the spare ball again. Yeah, it was for a job. Dang it. There we go. Jeez. We already have Armaldo, but I like he's neat. So... perfect. Yeah, maybe I'll look into Mystery Dungeon. I just don't want people to think, like I would love to stream it. I just don't want people to think I'm, like, copying anybody. That's all. I wouldn't freak out about it. It's like, it's pretty straightforward. And I think my natural anxiety is what kind of threw it off a little bit. Because even though I was telling the truth, like, clearly the machine was like, eh, we don't know. I think as long as you just, like, sit there and, like, try to relax a little bit, it won't be too bad. And, like, as long as you're being honest. But I think also, like, my mind overthinks, and I think that's also part of my problem, like, when I was doing it, so. There's other people on TikTok that play, like, Mystery Dungeon. There's a lot of people on TikTok, actually, that play Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, the first one was good, but I think this one's definitely, an improvement on what was already something good, as far as games go. Oh, what's up, Mareep? Do you prefer Mareep or sheep, or do you prefer sheep Mareep? I never asked you, and I feel very rude. Yeah, I have to fix the Mareep sticker, because Mareep's poor face got, like, slashed in half, even though the preview said it was fine. Oh, okay, cool. I just didn't want to be rude. Oh my goodness. We're not locked in. And by we, I still mean royal we, me. I'm not locked in. Could be doing worse though. So, I'll hold on to that little nugget. Oh yeah, Diamond and Pearl version of this game would be really cool. As long as it still has the pixel sprites. I think if you put it in 3D, you'd take half the charm, if not all the charm, out of the game. I don't know. I don't even think it's like... I mean, obviously part of it's nostalgia, as far as like liking the pixel. Yeah, the noises he makes with the Pokeball is very cool. I do like that a lot. But I think a lot of it too is just like, there's a lot more detail in the pixel sprites here than there is in a lot of the 3D models we have currently. And it feels like, especially from this company, there's a lot of love that got put into them. So I think that's part of like the problem with doing like a remake, along with the company being out of business, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree. The pixel Pokemon do look better than the ones we've been getting. And like, Scarlet and Violet did them a little bit better. Like, they put a little bit of texture into them compared to like Sword and Shield. But still not as good as the pixels, I think. Welcome back, Sans. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it, which I know doesn't matter. But for the sake of yapping. Yeah, well, that's another thing too, is that like, I feel like even the sprites for Pokemon Stadium were more fun to look at. Like, they're a little bit goofy, and obviously, with how many Pokemon we have right now, it would be insane to put that, like, individuality into each sprite, but like, Nintendo has the money to hire more artists to, like, you could assign someone, or like people, handfuls of sprites and be like, hey, put your swing on this, within reason, and they just don't. and then they just pump out Pokemon games without giving it the love and care that they need compared to older Pokemon games to me. I which is why I'm glad they kind of delayed the next set of Pokemon games, or not delayed, but like they're not one after the other after the other. And I hope that they are taking their time with the newer ones so we get that like feeling again of, oh yeah, someone put a lot of like effort and love into this. Yeah, I think like the 2-ish years was a good era for Pokemon games. Like the amount of care that it felt like Soul Silver and Heart Gold had is great. Something along those lines. Can we please with the silliness? And like we had like the walk behind sprites, and we had so much. And it just felt good. Oh, and like the story, like the characters. If we could have like more story characters, like, or fleshed out characters rather, I think it would be a better fit? I don't know. Because what's his name? I don't even remember his name from Scarlet and Violet. They're like, alright, let's make him the main focus and the rival and have a tragic backstory. We already got that with N. Alright, I'm not saying we can't have more tragic backstories, but like, N Harmonious? Love that little guy. Yeah, let's go if Silver and Gold wouldn't be bad. Yeah, it just... Scarlet and Violet just gave a very unfinished feel, which made me a little sad. Because, like, I like the open world concepts, and I like that you could kind of do things in the order you wanted to do them. Like, those are good concepts, but I just feel like the execution could have been a little better. Because I just got kind of tired of it at one point or another. I was like, yeah, these are fights. If I'm being honest. Yeah, I didn't finish, I think I had Sword. I didn't finish Sword either. Or maybe I had Shield. Either way. And I didn't, like, hate it, but I didn't have a drive to finish it. You know? I was like, yep, I kind of got to this point, and I just didn't complete it. Yeah. I don't think I actually fully completed Violet. I think there's still something I have to do, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Yeah, like... I just think we're missing some of the charm. And I think we're missing some of the draw to complete it. Like, with the characters for the DLC, I was like, I hate them. Every time they were talking, I was like, stop. You know? I know, the kid from the DLC just annoyed me for some reason. I was like, stop it. Yeah, like something... Is that what Pokemon's been missing? Like, or maybe I just don't remember them, but like the puzzles? Like, do we not have puzzles? Yeah, and like, some of them take entirely too long to start up too. Like, I don't want to do yet another Pokemon tutorial. Like, let me have fun. Yeah, I think that's what it is too. I hate fetch quests. I don't care about them. Oh, is that a thing? Yeah, and like, I'm definitely guilty of looking up spoilers. But like, at least let me try the puzzle before, you know? Like, I really liked the unknown stuff and the unknown puzzles. Like, they weren't hard, but they were fun. Oh, you silly goose, get back here. Like, just something, like, visually interesting that you have to like spend a minute to do. That's not a fetch quest. I do not care about fetch quests. It makes me feel like I'm at work, where I have to be like, oh, gotta go run and do this thing. Oh, gotta go run and do this thing. Where other people could just be doing it on their own. Like... Right, yeah, even the map puzzles. Like, there was something. See, my dog's smacking her tail on the floor out of happiness. She agrees. Map puzzles. Unless she's dreaming again, she might be doing that. That's true. But we used to have like the game guides that you could buy that go along with the games, like little magazines that were cute. I liked the Arceus game. It was different. I'm still like playing it every now and then now. It gave me something different to do. I don't know. There was something about Arceus that was a little bit more charming, a little bit more fun. I don't know if it was because the art was different. I also missed the game guides because they came with like posters. Some of them did anyway. And if you had the game guide, everyone's like, yo, what? It was like the coolest thing. I'm excited for the next Legends game, I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for Megas to be back. I thought Megas were a lot of fun, because you gave like good Pokemon even better stats, and some of them had even better, or like more fun design aspects that they probably wouldn't have done otherwise. Yeah, I definitely think that the caves where you run into something every 3 steps was very annoying. I'm glad that that's not as bad as it was. That's honestly my main reason why I hate Durant so much, besides Durant being completely ugly. I'm #1 Durant hater. Oh, how was I supposed to counter that? Yeah, the game guides were cool. Ooh, we got the mart open, but we don't have enough coins for anything. Perfect. No, I agree. Yeah, choice encounters has been better, because there's nothing more annoying that, like, the feeling that you're trying to get something done, and you're like, alright, how many things are going to stop me on the way there? And that's annoying to think about. Oh, my favorite Pokemon is Entei. Good question. Entei, close second's Raikou, and then I love Raichu, Ditto, I love Snom. Squash actually just got me the special edition Ho-Oh and Lugia plushes for Christmas and our anniversary. Oh yeah, the toys. I have such a like collection going. I love collecting Pokemon stuff. Yeah. I just wish that like with how much money Nintendo has, they just put a little bit more effort into some of the stuff that they're doing. Design-wise particularly. Like, and I'm not even like hating on any of the new Pokemon designs. Like, a lot of the new Pokemon designs are a lot of fun. Like Snom, like being one of my favorite Pokemon. He's just so cute. But like, some of them are far and few in between. Like, some of them feel like they had a lot of care in them, and some of them don't. Oh, the Mega Bloks Ditto is good. I actually collect the Mega Bloks Pokemon to build. Me and Squash do them on date nights. We build the Pokemon Mega Bloks. The Ditto one takes like 2 seconds to put together though, because he's mostly just a little rubber skin you put on a couple blocks. Ooh, the Rotom one's cute. I have the Ninetales of Vulpix ones we still have to put together. We just got the Moving Doug Trio one. My settings? Like, as far as what? My flippers are just arrow keys at the moment, allegedly. Hey, what's up? It's good to see everybody today, by the way. I know I haven't said that. We've been yapping, and I enjoyed the yapping, but I'm glad everyone's here. Like I said, I can't see how many people are here, but dude, a Giratina set, it'd be so good. We actually, I don't know if you've seen the Pokemon Selects figures, but those are actually really good quality figures. I think they're usually like 20 bucks a piece, but if you wait long enough, Target usually puts them on sale for like a pretty good price. But they had a Rayquaza Selects figure for a while, and I think it dropped down to like $10, which is, for how big the figures are, I think a pretty decent price. I've been playing the Pokemon games since Yellow. I just had a Dark Ages moment where I didn't get to play a lot of them because I didn't get any hand-me-downs. So Yellow was my first Pokemon game, and I've been playing since then. Yeah, he was, like, I feel like my Target specifically stocked him, like, I think we had 3, and then we didn't have any, and then we had 3 again, and then none. Yellow wasn't bad. I thought Yellow was, I was a big Pikachu kid just because of the anime, so I thought Yellow was charming when Pikachu could follow you around, and if you, like, turned around and talked to him, like, especially if you were fishing, he'd have, like, a little bucket on his head or something. Like, that was cute. It felt super immersive, like, for the time. So I have no hate towards Yellow. It wasn't the best, but it's not bad. Crystal was my favorite for the longest time until Soul Silver came out, and Soul Silver is still my favorite, mainline Pokemon game. I just think the redo was done very well, and like I was saying earlier, the sprites felt like they were made with care, and you had them following you around like you did in Yellow, so I guess I'm kind of biased towards that, but... I did have the Pokewalker, yeah, I actually, I was in high school, and I would bring it with me because we have a huge courtyard we'd have to cross, so I'd be like, this is perfect, but then I would just sit in my algebra class and like shake the Pokewalker, which was kind of annoying because I put like cell phone charms on it. So, hey, what's up? Yeah, and like, I guess that is, it's like a victim of capitalism and it being like a cash cow for Nintendo. So Nintendo's like, how many games can we pump out for the most money? Probably, which I guess is fair, but... Yeah, Ruby and Sapphire Pinball. Favorite gen is Gen 2. I think it's just because... Oh my goodness, how do I keep doing this? Hold on, hold on. I'm getting too comfortable and I'm resting my hands on the keyboard too much. My bad. Sorry. Apologies. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to make money. Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but like... Come on. Like, put a little bit of love into it, I guess. Oh, Soul Silver is worth getting if you can get your hands on it. It's just, I think the physical copies is crazy expensive right now, especially with the Pokewalker. Yeah, I didn't realize how many pinball games were on GBA. Yeah, that is true. But like, what bothers me is like, the one time they have competition, I guess you could argue Pal World, and they're like, instead of trying to make Pokemon better, they're like, what if we just sue them instead of trying to compete with Pal World, you know? So, I'm just, I don't know, man. Yeah, and Digimon, I think Digimon just never recovered from like, its peak era. Like, it just didn't keep the momentum, unfortunately. And I know they're still making Digimon games, but they're just not as popular as Pokemon. I don't know. Because I liked Digimon as a kid, too. Right. If they just put in a little extra something to Pokemon, they wouldn't feel threatened by Pal World. And I know, like, obviously people are gonna be like, well, it is a ripoff of Pokemon. Sure. No one's saying it's not. But, like... just make a more compelling game. I don't know. And I also haven't played Pal World, so I can't say here nor there if it's a better game. But I feel like if they just were more confident in the product they were putting out, they wouldn't feel the need to sue them. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, and then you had like Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, that tried to make like a Pokemon-like game, and I was obsessed with that as a kid. It was great, and we haven't had one since the Game Boy Color, I don't think. Right. And if Pokemon just improved upon its product, they wouldn't feel the need to feel, or even feel threatened. They'd be like, oh, we have this market in the bag. Oh, yeah, I remember Spectrobes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think, honestly, like, yeah, it does have some sus similarities. Yeah, I think they've coasted too long. Right, resting on their laurels, exactly. On Pokemon just being as big of a giant as it is. And I love Pokemon, like, I'm still gonna buy Pokemon games. But, like, this is probably a hot take. If anyone's mad at my hot take, that's fine. But, I think, yeah, they've just coasted too long on Pokemon being great, and they could be doing so much more with it, in my opinion. And I just don't want to see Pokemon, like, go and do, like, a downhill spiral. Right. Exactly, just like The Sims, how they were going to make Sims 5, and then instead they were like, we don't have to. And now they're not going to make Sims 5, like, ever. And they just keep releasing stuff for Sims 4. So. Right. No, that is true, too. Yeah. Yeah, we're part of the problem. We keep buying the products we complain about. But, like, even if we don't buy them, they're still going to make them, is the problem. And I feel like, in a way, sometimes they do listen with certain things, in certain Nintendo games. So I feel like they are kind of listening to a degree, but not to the degree they need to make a really compelling game. And I think Arceus was the closest we've had. And I think that's why I, like, defend Arceus. Because some people are like, Arceus isn't great. And it's like, yeah, it's not good if you want, like, a Pokemon game. But if you were looking for something different, it was good. Yeah, Overwatch also... Well, Overwatch is its own problem, because it was supposed to have a story mode from the beginning, and then they were like, oh, Overwatch 2, there'll be a story mode, and then they were like, nah, we're not gonna do that, and then people still downloaded and play Overwatch 2. Right. Totally agree with that. And then somehow, even with all the controversies, Blizzard is still making a crazy amount of money. Right. Like, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were very good. Like, the story was good, and, like, the gameplay was fun, because you could, like, do a bunch of silly things. Like, with Zelda and all that. And yeah, they didn't have to innovate, but they did. And it is well received, but like Pokemon, like, they're trying, but they're not, I don't know how that happened, but they're not doing enough to make it interesting. Right. We get unfinished games, and then they sell us the finished product as DLC, essentially, for extra money. But yeah, there was a huge miss on Overwatch's part. Story mode, people could have been way more attached to the characters. Like, you could have done so much with the IP. Yeah, they innovate, but they do kind of go halfway with it. Which I don't think people would mind waiting longer for another mainline Pokemon game if it was good. I just want to love the characters as much as I used to. Like, I still love Wallace, I still love Steven Stone, like, and, people still love Cynthia, like, they need to go back to, like, those roots as far as characters go. I think. Right. And there's nothing wrong with sticking to a formula. If it's working, sure, but you could add things to the formula to make it compelling. Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited for ZA. Yeah, and like I play Rivals on stream. I like Rivals a lot, and it does feel refreshing compared to Overwatch because everyone's like, "Oh, it's an Overwatch clone," which like, kinda, but like, there's so much media beyond the game that like you can look into the characters that you love and like get that kind of fill for character content that you want that Overwatch just doesn't do. Because I did love Overwatch 1 when it came out. But they just didn't do anything with it. And they just made a second game that, like, nobody asked for. It's the same game. Yeah, and, like, Rivals, I think what they do well is that it looks like they put in that effort to the characters that Overwatch didn't. Like, there's interesting kits, and, like, the design is fun, and all that. Yeah, I hate the gacha system for games, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not putting into money into a game I've already paid for. Just to have, like, an extra skin or something. Like, I don't care about it. I'll play with the basic character, I don't care. It's literally just a pinball Pokemon game. It's its own, like, thing. Yeah, I think they did lean too much into the competitive aspect of Overwatch. It's like... Right. And they're like, oh, well, you don't have to pay for Overwatch 2. Okay. Then why make it? I paid for Overwatch 1. Why can't I just keep playing Overwatch 1? There's nothing different. Oh, there's new characters. Why are the characters behind a paywall when I could have just used the characters in Overwatch 1? Like, I'm not gonna pay for another character. Well, you can unlock it if you do the League Pass or whatever it is. Why would I do that? I'll just be good with the free characters. I don't care. Another character isn't worth paying for. If maybe you did something like story mode, where I liked the character's personality, I'd be more compelled to buy the character. But there's nothing compelling me to buy the character. Right, exactly. That's exactly what they did. But I'm not going to spend $15 or whatever you want me to spend on a character when you used to just be able to play all the characters for free. Like, that's insane to me. Okay, I didn't play Overwatch 2 for very long, so take that with a grain of salt. But, yeah. I also don't want to play the game for 2,000 hours to unlock things either. Like, that's a lot. It just feels like a chore at that point. Yeah, yeah. That's true too, yeah. I do like that they're different than, like, the movie designs. Right. And that's why I don't love the gacha aspect. It's like, if I'm already playing the game and then, like, I unlock something as, like, a bonus, sure. But don't make me play the game for, like, hours a day just to get something like a spray or something so silly. I don't know. Yeah, and the people who just, like, leave ranked games because they're not winning also annoyed me. Even in Overwatch, I was like, okay, so you're gonna make everybody else lose because you aren't winning? Okay. It just seems so silly to me. Because they won't even wait till, like, the end to see if, like, there's a possibility of winning. It'll be, like, 10 minutes in or something. We can capture them. It's just, like, a 1% drop. So that's what we're working on right now. Yeah, I haven't even gotten ranked on Rivals yet because I'm not level 10. But I like just playing the quick matches because I'm still learning the characters. Yeah, it's like a 1%. Pichu even was 2%. So it's a little crazy. I play like in my free time or on stream specifically. It is crazy, yeah. Because in stream we've played a lot of games. I have played Rivals on stream for a little bit, but like 3 people showed up, which is fair. Maybe 3 is an exaggeration. I think it was like 5. Squirrel Girl's also one of my mains. Yeah, I do really well with her. It's Squirrel Girl and Loki, and then I'm trying to get better with Thor. You were there, Gojo, yeah. I like playing Rivals with viewers. I think it's fun. I tried to save it. Yeah, but I think that's what's fun about Rivals is that like everyone's still learning it. And so like there's more of a chance to like learn things at like a decent pace. And not feel bad about not being good at it right away. Right, yeah, the uncharted territory. Like, let me be a silly little guy. I definitely think there's some characters that need adjustments already, but like, those are easily done. Yeah, I think once people take it way too seriously, it will be less fun. You're like the 3rd person to say that today, but thank you. I take that as a compliment that I sound like Jaden. Yeah, that's the thing too, like... Oh, that's awesome! I'm glad you like the game. If you don't play games, like, professionally, why are you taking it so seriously? It's just a game. I literally have gotten people banned from Overwatch because of the shit that... Oops, sorry. That they, like, send me in private messages when the matches are over, and I'm like... This is Pokemon Pinball Ruby Sapphire. But, like, if you were sending that to, like, a kid playing, just because you didn't win, or you didn't like the way someone was playing, what's wrong with you? It's a game. So, I get them banned for that reason. Not because it bothers me, but because they've probably done that to other people, and kids play that game. Like, get out of here. That's just my opinion on Overwatch. Oh yeah, I think there are people who have gotten it on their phone. So Nintendo's missing out on money, I'm not gonna lie. Most toxic fan base? Overwatch is pretty up there. Ooh, it's a good question. Definitely, like, I've seen videos of terrible, like, Call of Duty players, especially when, like, women are playing. But I know there's also some really cool Call of Duty players, unfortunately. I actually don't have any experience playing League, I just like Arcane. Counter-Strike? I don't know anything about Counter-Strike, but I believe it. Yeah, I think that's a lot of the problem with Overwatch is the egos. Rust? That's news to me. I haven't played Rust. It looked fun though, except for the people in it, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Come here, you silly little snake, you little green noodle. I've also had like people. I think I went to like a video game centered con, dressed as Zelda, and people were quizzing me on who I was dressed as if I didn't know I was Zelda. So sometimes Zelda people take it a little too seriously too, especially the people that insist that like Ocarina and Majora's Mask and like Link to the Past are like the best Zelda games, and I'm like, what? Cite your sources. I'm not saying they're bad games, but like, if you counter those people at all, they're like real big mad about it. No, Wind Waker is my favorite. Yeah, I think it was... No, not yesterday. I took the day off yesterday because I had the worst headache. I was doing it Saturday, I think, because Sunday we played Ribbit King. Right, like, if I'm dressed as the character, I probably know where the character's from. Four Swords? I haven't played that one. Yeah. And it's like always like dudes that quiz me too. I'm like, I'm not here to play your quiz game. Am I winning money? No. I probably have more money than you and you're quizzing me like I'm gonna win something. Yeah, I don't love Ocarina of Time, but it's not a bad Zelda game. I just personally... I think it really depends on your playstyle, which Zelda game you think is the best. I don't do well on, like, time limits or anything, so I don't care about it. I like having a lot of free time to run around and explore like a dingus. Yeah, like, when I'm in the... if it's like someone talking about my hyperfixation and they're just like casually talking about it and I know they're wrong, I'm just like, okay. And because I don't want to be pretentious. But then sometimes like you're in the position where you have to be pretentious because they're trying to correct you and I'm like, don't. I'm hyperfixated for a reason. Like I was talking to somebody about the Haunted Mansion and that is one of my hyperfixations. I actually got like proposed to on the Haunted Mansion and they were trying to correct me on where the photo op is for the Haunted Mansion, and I was like, well, considering that's where I got engaged, I know where the photo op is, and where you're talking about it is not it. I got stuck in bumper hell. My bad. But then, like, yeah, I feel bad about being pretentious, but it's my hyperfixation. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh yeah, Majora, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, they're all great Zelda games. It's just the people that are like really pretentious on which one is the best one. That's where I'm like, okay. And I kind of like try to exit the conversation. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I don't like being the well actually person, but like when you're arguing with me about it, then I have to be like, okay. Yeah, I never got to finish Skyward Sword, but I have a newfound love for it. I think it was just, at the time, Groose annoyed me, but now I kind of love Groose, so don't hate me, but... The new Zelda? Or... Oh, Happy New Year, Incubus! Man, you guys really got me yapping today. But, like, in a good way. I went on a whole rant about the video game industry. Oh no. Yeah, I did play Tears of the Kingdom. I thought Tears of the Kingdom was very good. Unless you're talking about the one where you get to play as Zelda. I haven't played that one yet, but I'm a little sad that they kind of just made it a cartoony one, because I wanted like a mainline Zelda game like Tears of the Kingdom where you got to be Zelda. Yeah. And like, it looks cute. But I know people aren't going to take it as seriously as they do, like, other Zelda games, and I wanted Zelda to kind of have her moment. Yeah, it would be cool to see Zelda's story from Twilight Princess. Maybe I'll play a Zelda game for you guys on stream, too. Yeah, like I thought they were just gonna like let you be Zelda or like do a storyline for her as like a DLC, which would have been really cool. But they didn't do that, which I guess is fine. But right, like something where we get more Zelda, like yeah, I don't hate the cartoony style. Like not Breath of the Wild. Sorry, words. Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game of all time, and I think what was it? The first one that was the remake that they did in the cartoony style. That one was cute. I have no problems with the cartoony style. It's just I know people aren't going to take it as seriously because of that, unfortunately. Wind Waker is my favorite, but Zelda-wise, I do really like Twilight Princess Zelda. But I also really liked Breath of the Wild Zelda. Like, I didn't initially in the first game from this, like, the memories of catch her because she seems very bratty, but I feel like by the end, like, in Tears of the Kingdom, we really get that growth from her that I like in storylines. She has the prettiest design, yeah. Yeah, Twilight Princess Zelda is very pretty. I haven't played Metroid yet. I'll have to look into Metroid 2 at some point. Yeah, she didn't get a lot of screen time, but I think what they did with her was nice. And, like, I cared about a lot of the characters in, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Like, I love Sidon, no one's surprised. But, I don't know, I thought, like, they did both of those games really well, so I'm proud of those, or proud of Nintendo for those. But they also took their time with it, and I think that they could learn from that for Pokemon, going back to Pokemon. I'd love Metroid. I'd be down to looking into Metroid. I also wanted to look into playing like Castlevania too at some point, but we'll see. Oh, come on. Hollow Knight? I actually almost bought Hollow Knight because they had the physical copy on sale that came with the plush, and I thought the plush was really cute, but I didn't end up buying it, so maybe I'll look into that too. Yeah, Arceus was a good start. I think there was something about Arceus too that felt more immersive, and I think it was like getting up close to the Pokemon and learning their behaviors and like seeing them interact with each other. That's what I liked about like Snap, like Pokemon Snap. You could see them in their natural environment interacting with each other, and it just like made the Pokemon feel more real, which obviously I know they're not real, but it was just cool because I think that's what's cool about Monster Hunter is that you see all like the turf wars and stuff, and seeing the monsters interact with each other, and you're like, oh yeah, like this is pretty neat. I could like believe that this being a real thing, like a real ecosystem. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, if we could see Pokemon Turf Wars, that would be insane. That would be great. Oh, cool. I'll look into Dread then. But no, like, I think there's so much that we could tap in to for Pokemon that Nintendo just doesn't, and it makes me sad. Not to keep ranting about Pokemon, but, I mean, we are playing Pokemon, so I guess it's... Are you kidding me? It skimmed his little fanny and it doesn't count. Right, yeah, like, I would love... I think there's someone on TikTok who, like, does different animations for Pokemon based on their personalities. Like, for their summaries. We're gonna lose another Pokemon to the bumper hell, aren't we? We are. That's alright. That's alright. Why does this always happen to me? But yeah, like, that'd be cool. And, like, I think that's part of the reason why I loved... What was it? The 3DS ones where you could, like, talk to your Pokemon and, like, they didn't like to be pet. At certain points or in like certain spots, like Dartrix didn't like when you messed up his hair, like stuff like that. It was cute.
My physical Soul Silver, I'd have to boot it up. I don't know off the top of my head, but it was a long time. Yeah, like bring back contests. Bring back like the aspects of Pokemon that had something for everybody in it. Like that'd be cute. People loved the contests. I think like the Poffin making was cute. That was fun. Like you already have the mechanics for it. You already have like the formulas. Just do that. You don't even have to remake or like reinvent the wheel. Just bring back aspects that people enjoyed. You know what would be really cool? If we do like another one where like they go back in time. Especially if they do like a Legends Johto or whatever. Like make a mini game where you can build the Pokeballs out of the apricorns. That would be fun. Or like you could even do that with the ZA. Like I don't know if it's back in time or whatever, but you could have done that with Arceus too. Like make the Pokeball making a mini game. Like you can skip it if you want or you can play it. I don't see the problem with that. That'd be fun if I get to like carve the Pokeball out of the apricorn or something and like put the pieces in it. And then you can make it custom to the Pokemon that you're trying to catch. Yeah, that's what I mean. Something more interactive or more immersive to get me to care about the things in the game. Like, you know? I know, yeah. Oh, are you spitting in my soup right now? So I'm getting distracted talking about Pokemon I'm not locked in. Right, yeah, like the stickers for like the balls opening for your Pokemon. Like, come on. We're not asking for a lot. It's stuff that already exists. Or it's stuff that you could easily recreate. They just need to listen to their fan bases. And people can be like, oh, well, Pokemon's for kids. Clearly it's not anymore. No one's too old to enjoy Pokemon, and I will, like, fight someone about that, but... Another Armaldo. Let's see what... Right, yeah, you're definitely, like, belittling kids. It's like thinking that they don't want anything better than what you're offering them. Kids know what they want in a game. And, oh, I should have got that. That should have counted. That should have counted too. I'm mad. It does have Poochyena, yeah. Poochyena is very cute. Also one of my faves. No, I don't want to be up here. I've spent too much time up there. Right. People are going to Build-A-Bear for Mudkip and Bulbasaur, and I think there's a Cubone right now. Like, Pokemon, they need to admit that Pokemon's for all ages. They, like, pride themselves on making family-friendly games, but then forget the family aspect of single-player games. You know? They just are ball multipliers, that's all. Or points multipliers. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. But like most things, everything's so muddled in the pursuit of money that oh shoot, you forget the passion and like the drive to make things good. And I get it, but also I don't. Oh no, shoot. That's true too. Yeah, try to explain that ending to kids who don't get it. I don't know.
And like I said, obviously the easy solution, and people will be like, just don't buy the games. Or we can hold people accountable for making bad products. It's a two-way street. EA games should have been held accountable a long time ago for the stuff that they've been making, and they just haven't been. And then people are just now noticing with The Sims. Which, like, if you don't play those games, obviously. But, like, now Nintendo's on the butt end of it, too. So. And yeah, things are expensive. Things take a lot of money to make. But you have a lot of money. Right, they're buying FIFA and, like, Madden after Madden after Madden. What? Everything for Sims now is just extremely expensive DLC instead of them just getting us a new, really good, improved game. Because they know people will just buy the DLC. Oh, that's true. I forgot about Battlefront. You raise a good point. You raise a very good point. I remember hearing about that when that happened. Right. But, like, oh my god, what is happening with my thing right now? Hold on. I didn't even hit the wrong thing that time. Jeez. Sorry. I don't know what's happening with my things today. I wonder if Squash messed with the controls a little bit and then just didn't tell me. But, like, if you have the money, people will spend the money on a good product. And, like, that's what the problem is with most of capitalism nowadays, is they just put out a crap product so they can get as much money as quickly as possible. So, like, you can't get good appliances anymore. They're just made to break. And then we're forced to buy them because we don't have a choice. And that's what sucks. Oh, you silly goose. You silly little fish. Right, yeah, I love the indie renaissance. I remember, like, in high school, pretty much only playing, like, indie games on my computer. Like, and Off is coming back, which makes me excited. I definitely want to stream that for you guys when it gets its physical released. But, like, Ebe, like, those were huge. Like, right when I was, like, in the tail end of high school and getting out of high school. Like, Undertale. Those are all super solid games. And people love them because they have the right stuff that people are craving in modern games. Stardew, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I love Undertale. But those games have what everyone's been craving, and these big game devs are not getting it. Yeah, you could tell how much love Toby put in that game. And he's doing it again with Deltarune. Like, I've played the chapters of Deltarune, and they're great. I'm excited for the rest of the game to come out. But when is the physical release of Off coming out, by the way? I didn't get to read the whole article. But I actually have a tattoo from Off, like of one of the ghosts. Right. Like, I like having a good multiplayer. But you need to have a game that works well as a single player as well. Yeah, you spend too much money on Pokemon cards, Vice. Oh, did he? That's really cool. I'm really excited for a Haunted Chocolatier. I think that's going to be great when it comes out. I haven't played any of the Warhammer games. This is Pokemon Pinball. Hold on. I have to go see if my dog's freaking out. I will be right back. Sorry, he's an anxious boy. Vice, what are you doing? Under 50 books? I mean, I've been there, though. Right, but, like... That is fair, but... How many, like, average everyday people are, like, super competitive with the games that they play for fun? That takes the fun out of it. It just makes it, like, headache-inducing. So... At least to me. Oh no. And like, that stinks too, because I used to have a lot of fun playing Overwatch, and then yeah, it just got a little crazy, and it's not as fun anymore. Oh, that's good. Okay, are you like in the middle of those storms, Vice? Are you in like that area? Or did those already happen? No. Okay. Alright. On that, I'm gonna call it after my long rant, because I also have to get lunch. So, I will see you guys later. But I appreciate you popping in. That's crazy, Vice. Yeah, I'm waiting for Gambit for Rivals, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you guys. I will see you guys later.